Hello from the bubble of maternity. I don't know if you call it that or if you call it paternity when I'm a guy. I don't know what's the right word. Anyway, I have a sketchbook to share with you, as usual packed with studies, doodles, and also more serious doodles for a new children's book. So yeah, let's dig into it. This is another one of my scavenged treasures. It actually says guest book down here. Couple of sketches of my wife's nephew. He's always fun to draw. Drawings from the imagination. Drawings from the playing ground. This was from Copenhagen Marathon. I used this brush liner here and then a ballpoint pen for this piece here. I really like the way the gray background just fades out. And here I start some ideas of doing a children's book with a monster, and it just kind of happened out of nowhere, as sometimes doodles do. But I would like to create a children's book about this monster who wants to play with the kids, but obviously the kids run away screaming. And then in the end there's a plot twist. But let's see when I find the time to do a book like that, because it is a bit of a procrastination project, which I tend to do. These are some sketches for a workshop I offer in urban sketching. So I just wanted to have something in there that could represent that. This is from Tegner's Museum, which I visited back in May. I had the sketchbook like this, and then we had leaves or like grass here, and then sun, and then so the sun cast the shadows down here, so I just drew the shade of the grass really. This is the monster. Try to sketch him out to see how he should look like. Danish reality program. Always good to draw a bit from the telly. Love this guy. This is how I think he should eventually look like. But I absolutely adore the way that his head is a bit more leaned over. So I think this combination of this guy and this guy cookie. Seated pose. Another one here. And this was actually the last day of the freehand drawing course back in May also. A couple of the students. This is one of the characters for the new children's book I mentioned before. This is the son, who plays a big part in the book. Some sketches where I try to find into the style of the children's book, and I have already been making a couple of videos about it. It's about this guy called Kurt, who's a meat bone. He lives in a dog park, so many potential dramas and conflicts can happen when you're a dog. A meat bone in a dog park. One of the sketches here. A portrait of my daughter that didn't happen the way I wanted to. And here I was listening to Comics Grinder, Henry Chamberlain's excellent podcast where he was interviewed about his book. It's also really nice to not only draw to watching the telly, but also draw to podcast and just draw whatever they're talking about and doodle along. I really love that. You don't have to commit to something. Kurt again, walking away carelessly. And I don't know why, but a couple of weeks ago I got like an obsession with, or not obsession, but I really wanted to draw Mr. Smee from Peter Pan. And I had the idea to draw my daughter as Mr. Smee. But I don't know why. I just think he's a fun character. My wife expecting. I drew her from below. This is the couch. And dog, more dog studies. And a portrait of my daughter from imagination, kind of looking at her from below. It was really fun to do. Her seen from the back. Mrs. Me again. And Kurt. I'm about to finish the drawings of Kurt, so we can soon send them into the publisher. That will be great. This was for the birthday card. Mrs. Me. I love his glasses, but like, I thought they were like square in the beginning, but they're not. And then they're like far away from his eyes. So his eyes are like little birdie. This is the beautiful son who came into the world recently. He still has, we have a lot to learn still, even though it's the second one. The guy who's walking the dog. Complimentary colors, messing about, watching the telly. And I still love drawing shoes. And at some point I got not obsessed, but I really wanted to bake a carrot cake. And so I drew this rabbit eating a carrot cake. Yes, that was, oh, a bit of doodle there. So that was sketchbook number, I think it's 16 or something like that. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll be making more videos soon. I just have to get some more time. So see you soon and have fun drawing.